everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make creamed honey without using seed honey. And seed honey is creamed honey to propagate regular honey into creamed honey. So I am using crystallized honey, which is natural and normal for unpasteurized honey that hasn't been heated up. So I'm using 50-50, so 1-to-1 ratio of crystallized honey to non-crystallized honey, and I'm going to whip it in my KitchenAid mixer for 1 hour. And that's basically it. So 1-to-1 ratio of crystallized honey to regular non-crystallized honey. So you can, if you wish, if you have just crystallized honey and have a whole case of it, is you can melt all the crystals out. I pop mine in the microwave to decrystallize my honey, but make sure you're not mixing the crystallized honey with hot or warm honey. Let it cool down to room temperature. So that's generally the basis of it. The difference between creamed honey and crystallized honey is that the crystals are bigger in crystallized honey, so all you're really doing is making those crystals smaller to make it smoother, and that's how we make creamed honey. It's really, really easy. If you want to use seed honey, so you can buy creamed honey that's already creamed and mix it with regular honey at about 10% ratio, and you whip it together same way we're going to do today, except for you're using someone else's seed honey or creamed honey that's already creamed. And the honey that isn't creamed or crystallized already will propagate itself the same shape and form as the creamed honey. So that's the general basis. Honey is a weird thing, bees are weird, but they all like patterns and doing things like that. So let's get started. It's super easy, great way to make use of your crystallized honey if you have any and make it tasty again. Let's go. So I'm adding my crystallized honey. Woo, look at how chunky that is. Just so you can get a perspective of that. So I'm gonna add 2 jars of this, so 500 milliliters of crystallized honey. Okay, so I've added 500 milliliters of crystallized honey, and those are really big crystals, so you're really just breaking it down to make it smoother. Here's an example of what it looked like. You can see the separation. So now I'm going to add 500 milliliters of just regular honey that hasn't been crystallized yet. All right, here we go. Adding regular honey. I save pails of it for my honey club, which happens every season. Here we go. Ooh, yeah. Once it's all creamed, you can add flavors to your creamed honey, such as cinnamon or vanilla, but it does need to be something that's dehydrated or doesn't have any moisture, so a powder flavoring, something like that, or yeah, so after that point, A little bit more. Might have to get a scoop. This spatula isn't doing it for me. Now we're talking. One more scoop and then I think I'm good. All right, here we go. Ooh, my hair. Oh, honey hair. Man. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this on. Just slow to start, and then I'll crank it up after a little bit. Get the mixing started. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. It looks pretty mixed, so I'm just gonna ramp it up a little. So I'm going to leave this going for about 45 minutes to an hour. Alright, so it's been about an hour now, and I'm just going to give this a little try. Looks pretty good. So, it tastes like marshmallows. Yeah, I think it's ready. So this one I'm adding turmeric to for my seasonal honey club that I have. So I'm going to add some powdered turmeric and then let it whip up a bit more. And then I'm going to make 2 other honeys as well. Or I'm thinking ginger. I'll do the turmeric. So I think I have way too much honey for what I need, and I want to save a bit of this creamed honey for my other flavors. So here we go. So I'm about to add some turmeric, or turmeric, and I've scooped out some other honey for some other flavors, but let's do this one for now. Ready. It's just been a few minutes just to mix all the powder in. So we're ready to go and put it in jars. Just gonna add a little sprinkle of turmeric on the top of all these little jars of creamed turmeric honey, just so it can have a visual appeal. And then I'm gonna seal them up. They taste really delicious. I didn't put too much in, so it's pretty subtle, but really, really good. Day, and I'm just gonna take a look at my creamed honey. Now this is the turmeric creamed honey. See how light and fluffy it is. The granulars are really small. It's really smooth and creamy. Perfect. So that's a no seed creamed honey. It's really good. The granulars, can't even feel them anymore. Amazing. So there you go. Have fun.
Yes, I know that 1 and 1 are 2. Ain't no problem that I can't see through. As long as it's just me and you, my crazy little bees.